When you have a strong academic and research presence, you attract talent, you attract residents, students, and physicians from other organizations that will come here because they know they're going to be able to do research and improve the quality of care ultimately. The other objective, of course, is to one day hopefully become an academic health sciences center. We have a lot of the criteria in terms of the subspecialty support that we have, the number of physicians, the ties with medical school, the number of residents and students, but what we are lacking is the research component in terms of tracking the dollars, the funding opportunities, and the amount of research. So both leading to an academic health sciences center as well as improving the quality of care are the two main goals of this.
How much research is currently going on at Windsor Regional Hospital?
So it's hard to know. It took us about 3 weeks to figure out what was actually going on in the organization. The Cancer Center does a great job of tracking their research, but we had a lot of individual physicians doing research in our organization without a lot of oversight. So right now, in terms of the numbers, we still don't have a very good idea of how much is happening, but that's part of the reason why the Office of Academic and Research is very important. They're going to be keeping track of it. All of it will be centralized, and we'll have a running tally of what's going on in terms of research in the organization, and that will be reported to the MAC and then ultimately to the board, so that our board of directors is always aware of the amount of research that's going on in the organization. It's very exciting. It's the first step. It's a long journey for sure. It's not something you can build up from scratch and have it running instantly. It's great to have the support from the executive team to the board. I think everybody's on board with this to help support it and grow it. We have had strong connections with both universities, the University of Windsor as well as Schulich and Western. WeSpark is another major research organization that we have strong ties with. And we're going to have representatives on the Academic and Research Committee that's representing all of those partners and shareholders. And everybody's going to have skin in the game. We want everybody to be involved because a lot of the research that we're going to end up doing, I think, is going to be centered around things that are unique to Windsor-Essex. We have some diseases in the community that are more prevalent than others, cardiovascular disease being one of them. There are certain malignancies that potentially are higher incidence and prevalence in this area. And I would love to see a lot of the research focused on those so that we can improve health outcomes for the community and not just for the inpatients. Correct. And part of the reason why the academic and research vision has been accelerated a bit has been because of COVID. There have been a lot of international and national trials for COVID that have started, and we wanted to be a part of them. We've been approached, and as a result, we've been trying our best to keep track. Initially we had 3, we currently now have 5 projects, I believe, that are all either started or one is yet to start. And very exciting trials like the convalescent serum trial that you'll hear about later. That is it's international, but the current study that we're doing is a national study within Canada to give patients who have COVID serum from patients who have recovered from COVID in the hopes that their antibodies will help fight off the infection. So that's very exciting. We have some outpatient COVID trials, including one that was started with a grant from one of our, it was a grant from WeSpark that was given to one of our professional staff members that's going to be looking at using a pulse oximeter to check oxygen levels for outpatients. So you come to the COVID assessment center, you get tested, and then you go home with a pulse oximeter to monitor your oxygen levels. And if those oxygen levels drop, then you'll be instructed to come back for medical assessment. So from multinational and international trials that are handling inpatients to local homegrown studies that are managing outpatients, it's all part of academic and research, and it's a very exciting time.